End of an era for Public Broadcasting Corporation. In a significant shift for American media, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, CPB, is preparing to shut down after Congress voted to eliminate its federal funding. This move, which includes the withdrawal of $1.1 billion in previously approved funds, effectively brings an end to decades of support for educational and cultural programming on local PBS and NPR stations across the United States. The CPB has long served as the financial backbone of public media, making it possible for generations of Americans to grow up with beloved programs like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, and Bill Nye the Science Guy. But that familiar message, brought to you by viewers like you and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, will soon be a thing of the past. Science educator and television personality Bill Nye, whose show reached millions of children through PBS in the 1990s, reflected on the impact the CPB had on educational programming. He said, "Public broadcasting made it possible to spark a lifelong interest in science for kids. It was research-based, it was factual, and it reached communities that commercial TV never could." Nye pointed out that public TV helped children learn English, understand science, and explore the world without the pressure of constant advertising. The Science Guy show wouldn't have succeeded without the Children's Television Act and public media. It offered kids programming that was about learning, not selling. The CPB's closure is expected to take effect by September 30th. Around 100 staff members will lose their jobs as the agency winds down operations. Local stations will be hit hardest, especially smaller ones in rural areas that relied more heavily on CPB grants. Some larger stations, which receive funding from other sources, such as donations and foundations, are expected to weather the loss more easily. Critics of the defunding move say it represents a political victory for those seeking to reshape public media. The Trump administration had long targeted CPB for cuts, citing perceived bias in coverage. Attempts to fire board members and reallocate funds were previously blocked by legal challenges, but with this latest legislation, the CPB's operations are now set to end. CPB CEO Patricia Harrington issued a statement acknowledging the widespread public effort to preserve funding. Quote, "Despite the extraordinary support from millions of Americans, we are now forced to face the difficult reality of closing our operations. Our priority now is helping local stations and producers transition in this new landscape." The ripple effects will vary. While some local broadcasters are developing plans to shift to private fundraising, others may need to cut staff or programming. And while public media may continue to exist, it will now do so without the public in public funding. As the country watches this chapter come to a close, many are left wondering what will replace the role CPB once played, providing accessible, ad-free, educational content for all Americans, especially children. This is a developing story, and its full impact